we're going to try something experimental here, never been done before. I'm kind of putting my heart and trust into the AV. They're giving me the peace sign. You know, I've done this before where you go up and you really need the help of the AV guys, and then you go, hit it. You want the explosion to go off. And, you know, it's like the guy going up in the airplane said, it's going to be good. You jump out of the plane, you pull the cord, you know, you get to the bottom, and then there's a truck picking you up, takes you to dinner. So I jump out the window, I pull the cord, and nothing happens. And I'm like, oh, great. Probably the car won't even be there to take me to dinner now. So, but I know these guys got me. Anyway, here we are. Quick story time before we go to lunch. Now, here we are, all of us gathered together in Austin, Texas, right? Austin. Now, personally, I believe all of you, there's a reason you're here, actually destiny. I believe that we're called to be together, come together. A lot of people have said in real life. This is an in real life situation. I believe you're destined to be here for a purpose. To tell this story, this is a lady named Angelina. Angelina Eberly. Yes. Now, there's the music, the epic music soundtrack. Once upon a time in Austin, Texas, back in the year 1842, Austin had a destiny, and some said it would be the capital of Texas. But Austin had its enemies. Yes. There was some guy named Sam Houston who was up to no good. And he came to steal that destiny from Austin. So he sent these secret guys, these little scammers, these guys that wanted to steal from the community. And they snuck in and they took these valuable archives. And just as they were making away, it seemed like all was lost. But there was this lady, Angelina Eberly, a woman of crypto, an NFT woman who knew her destiny. Come on. What's your destiny? And this is what I'm saying. Angelina, when she saw those people trying to steal, she fired that cannon. She's like, give me the biggest gun. I'm going to sound the alarm. And this is my message to you. Whatever your dream is, whatever your community is, you know, you came here to build your NFT project. You need to surround yourself with women and men like Angelina, who when they see your destiny about to be stolen, when they see your voice about to be taken, they will sound the alarm. Find someone, I don't care who it is, someone who believes in you so strongly that when they see, you know, what is it? Henry, what's your destiny? When they see someone taking you astray, trying to pull you out, they're like, Henry, no, that's not your destiny. You know, they're sounding the alarm. Surround yourself with people like that. That is my advice for you as we go to lunch. And, you know, for us, thank you for that sound. That was awesome. I like that. That got us fired up. You know, I know, you know, whatever your destiny, I know for us, for me, it's clear, you know, we're the goats. And we took inspiration from people like Eberly. We would call Angelina a goat, one of the greatest of all time. And that's why there's a statue of her down on 6th Avenue and Congress Road. You can go and visit. I find inspiration in people like her. And, you know, our destiny is different from yours. We're building a decentralized movie and music studio. And we're gathering all of our people, you know, around to us. And it's like, it's clear. And in the same way, you know, I would say, you know, there will be these bad characters that come, you know, into your life that are trying to steal or distract. And it's to be aware of that. And you know what? To me, I'm not so afraid of, what we call the scammers, the hackers, or whatever, because that it's from those points, from recognizing that's where the actual heroes arise, right? Within your own personal narrative, um, through the whatever it is you're facing this weekend, happening in your life, the those things, that we all are facing. It's an opportunity for a hero to arise. And before we go, I did want to play a message from Archer. He wanted to be here to meet you guys. Archer is a friend of Colin's. He can comment on him, but we actually, we wanted to build that into our own protocol, like our DAO. I still like this idea that there's a villain in that narrative. Without a villain, there can be no heroes. And part of into our artwork, into our NFTs, as we do our call, you guys are calling out for your communities. We're calling out for our community of entertainment, people who want to work within that industry. We created an enemy, which for the goats, I don't know if any of you here in Texas ever heard of the chupacabra, right? Are they mythical? Are they real? We don't know, but we wanted, we know they're the enemy of the goats, so we wanted to create a hero, and this is where Archer came in as a guy. He's a muralist and a kind of celebrity artist, but he actually does archery as well, as that being his last name. Go ahead, play that clip.
Before you play the clip, hang on a second. I just wanted to, dang filmmakers. This comes back to the real world, and I love what you said, Garnet, about, we all need to be heroes in our own lives, and everyone's hurting in some way. And when you look in the eyes of somebody, you just don't know what's going on in their life. For example, today is the anniversary of the passing of my father. So I just had a long conversation with my brother just about an hour ago and reflecting on the life of my dad. My dad was a singer. He was a tenor. We used to call him the fourth tenor. If anybody remembers the three tenors, we called him the fourth tenor. And he was a very special man. And today I just want to say that our group is a group of believers. Now, in the old days, if you remember what a record label was, it was somebody who had an ear for talent. They found someone with a beautiful voice or a beautiful song or something that they believed could light up the world. And maybe they didn't have talent themselves, but they came around them and said, I love what this person does. It could have been Joni Mitchell or Neil Young, both of which would have never gone past the first version of American Idol. But they believed in what their voice was saying. It was emotion. And there was a great sign on the men's washroom at the Blind Pig last night that said something to the effect of, music you don't hear, you feel. And so these people would gather around these artists, and what would they do? They would promote them. They would nurture them. They would go to bat with them. They would finance them. They would get behind their careers, not for one song, but for 10 years. Where has that led to now? It's kind of like the centralization of everything else. What are we doing? We are looking for the same group of believers. Only I believe that a larger collective of like-minded people that each have their own talent. You could have an ear for talent, or you could have the gift of marketing. You could have the gift of promoting. You could have the gift of transformation in people's lives, health, all kinds of things. We are looking for people that believe in that mindset. We talked a lot about Web3 and technology, but it's more of a mindset for people to come together and go back to that early stage and give artists the ability to own their creative energy. The sovereign person, their art, whether you're an athlete, a musician, or a filmmaker. This is what we are doing together. We're not doing it and saying, hey, we're going to do this in help you all create wealth by what we do. This is about what we all do. And when we do it together, that's going to create wealth. That's going to blow up new superstars. That's going to give people a voice that they've never had before. And you are the market that gets it going. You're the wind beneath their wings. So let me tell you a little story about Archer. You can put the picture of us as young kids. We grew up together having coffee. There's Archer and there's me. I think we were at a wedding somewhere. And there's us a few years later, just after we had our children for the first time. And we grew up together with dreams and ideas. And we were going to go to Hollywood and be actors or be musicians or famous artists. And we had all these great ideas and great dreams. And then life came along. And Archer went through a serious depression, physical abuse, drug and alcohol addiction, and really hit the lowest of lows when his son passed away last year, his young son. And since that time, we've had to come together around him, and he's had a transformation, a beautiful transformation. He has gone from dark to light. And he is the story that we are telling. Just like Garnet was saying, this is what filmmakers do. This is what creative people do. We try and tell a story to illustrate a point. In our Tao, Archer signifies the transformation of an artist. So maybe you can show the next picture of us in today's garb. Doesn't matter. We're gonna get Archer to say hi. Here he is, I think.
Woo! Hey, Austin, Texas. I'm so sorry that I can't be there. I'd love to be visiting with you guys as well at NFT Connect. You guys are awesome. I'm just busy working out of my motorhome all over Canada, doing a full tour here, doing murals all over buildings, big inspirational stuff. I've been doing stuff for celebrities. I've been mailing stuff out. I've even got something to Snoop Dogg, which was really cool because he wants something for himself. But I'm just getting things rolling. I got a documentary coming up, a coffee table book. I'm doing calendars. I've got my biography coming up, and so much on my plate. But anyways, we are going to enjoy ourselves, and we're going to keep moving. Follow my stuff. Archer Airbrushing Official is my Instagram, and we'll be around. So have a good time at this gig. Love ya.
Those are the MOFO Archer goats. Archer's a fantastic mural artist, and he's created one-of-a-kind goats that you're all going to be able to see. So thank you very much for allowing us to talk, and thanks, Garnet, for that wonderful intro, and hope you guys all have a really great lunch.
That was awesome. Thank you. A round of applause for the MOFO goats.